Hey, this is SoCal Bob, and Jesus is Lord. Yes, that's true. He is the Lord. And I was just thinking today, I'm on a project out here in Pasadena. A fellow leaned on a sink and came right off the wall. So one of those standing sinks, it's held on by a few anchors, and I found it all rusty and crazy. So here's what I've done. I scraped off all the debris, and I've painted it silver, waiting a couple minutes for it to dry, and then we're on our way. But I wanted to talk to you for a minute about when there's a small problem, Paquito, small problem, and you just throw it into a bucket. There's a bucket right over here. So let's just throw that problem into the bucket. It's a small problem. It's something that can be dealt with. People can handle it. Nobody's freaking out. It's cool. It's cool. We got it, Like this sink. They called me right away, and I'm coming out here. I'm going to put that sink back on the wall, and I'm going to make it better. I scraped off all the old sealant, and I'm ready to go. But if this building was just let go, they just started piling problems up, then it's not going to be a $100 job. It's going to be a $100,000 job. It's going to be impossible. We don't have the resources. We can't do it. We ain't got the resources. We're just gonna have to let it go. We can't do it. You just have to move on. Move on. That's so silly. When you could just take care of things in a timely manner. Deal with things as they arise. How about people? That's what's important, not plumbing or sinks or walls. But plumbing is not the point. The point is relationships. If you got a gripe, if you have an issue, if you feel uncomfortable. I was working with someone recently in the last month, and they were freaking out. They were like, and I thought, I take care of buildings. That's my tent making. I'm willing to dive in and, paint, or if they want a hole drilled through this wall, I'll drill a hole through the wall and put a pipe in. Whatever needs to be done, I'll do it. But you know what? I've noticed more and more that my job is a personal assistant, whether I'm driving people somewhere, whether I'm taking care of buildings, or I'm building fences or rails, or doing the plumbing like I'm doing today. The thing is that a lot of my job is just listening. People just want to talk. Well, that's because you, Bob, because you like to talk. You talk a lot. You never shut up, sorry. You're always talking. Well, you know what? On this format, yeah, I'm always talking, because who's going to turn in and... This is my job to talk on this format. But believe me, I listen a lot. And especially when I'm out of the house. And I'm sitting there thinking, they're paying me by the hour, but I'm just a counselor right now. I'm like Marge. Remember Marge? You put the it's Palmolive dishwashing liquid. That was the old timers. They remember that. But really, people need the Lord. People need people. People need to have a chance to talk and listen. The person that freaked out and was like, ah, I didn't freak out. And it came to me, I thought, people freak out a lot. There's a lot of really freaked out people around the world. And maybe that's why they don't come to me and tell me what's going on. Hey Bob. Now there's people in my life that I love. This is for you. The people that I love. They're not always all roses and cherries and apples and cotton candy and ice cream. Sometimes you're tough, but I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Because you're honest. And if I mess up, you tell me straight away. There's no bucket. You ain't got no bucket. We got to get rid of the conga line. We got to get rid of the bucket. No more buckets, no more conga lines. Let's deal with it. This is a gross way to put it, but everybody poops. If you're pooping and not wiping, that's back to the middle centuries there, the dark ages, before toilet paper. it's going to be really bad. It's going to be bad. No, we wouldn't think of that. That'd be like, what? Everybody's got a bidet now. Everyone's got like wipes and toilet paper, and we're like super hygienic. Let's do that with our relationship, shall we? If you got a problem with somebody and you're not able to talk to them, you don't feel comfortable, then get a buddy and go with your buddy and say, look, I love you, Bob, but I got a problem with you. Because when you do this, it brings up my PTSD, it brings up my insecurities, I'm scared, I feel uncomfortable, I don't know why, but can we have a new deal? A friend of mine said, don't text me. And they just texted me this morning. I'm like, yay. They needed some private time, they needed some personal time. They were trying to fast from their telephone. So I honored that, and they gave me an email, I could email them. I love you, let's celebrate Jesus together, shall we? I love you, God bless you, yay, Jesus.